Your legs are trying to tell you something. You wake up in the morning and feel it right away, that subtle stiffness in your knees. Your calves look a little puffier than yesterday. Walking to the kitchen feels slower, heavier. You sit down, rub your legs, and tell yourself, maybe I just slept wrong. Most people blame it on age or too much salt from last night's dinner. But the truth is, your body is whispering a warning. It's running low on collagen, the quiet protein that holds everything together, your joints, tendons, ligaments, and even the skin around your knees. When collagen levels drop, your body starts losing its internal support system. The result: swelling. Stiffness. A feeling of heaviness or fatigue after even simple tasks, like climbing a few stairs or standing too long. Now, here's the part most people don't realize: this isn't just normal aging. It's your body asking for raw materials, the building blocks it needs to rebuild itself. And the good news: you don't need fancy supplements or expensive treatments. You can start reversing that stiffness right at your kitchen table. Because the foods you choose every day can either fuel your joints or slowly wear them down. In fact, certain collagen-rich foods can reduce swelling, restore flexibility, and strengthen your legs from the inside out, naturally. That's what today's video is all about. We're going to uncover 8 powerful collagen-rich foods that help your body rebuild its foundation, your legs and your joints, so you can keep walking tall, moving freely, and feeling younger than your years. So, before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. Which joint gives you the most trouble lately? Your knees, your hips, or your ankles? Type it down in the comments below. I truly enjoy reading your stories and learning what you're going through. And while you're there, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. It helps this growing senior health community reach more people like you, people who still believe that life after 60 can be strong, steady, and full of vitality. Now, let's get started. Coming up first, number 8. Beef tendons. The ancient food once prized for its ability to rebuild joints long before collagen supplements ever existed. I know what you might be thinking: tendons. Aren't those just chewy, tough parts of meat? That's true, they're not glamorous. But in traditional Asian medicine, beef tendons have been prized for centuries as a natural joint therapy. Long before collagen supplements existed, healers used slow-simmered tendons to restore mobility and ease pain in elders who could barely stand up. Why did they work so well? Because tendons are made almost entirely of type I collagen, the same type your body uses to build ligaments, tendons, bones, and the connective tissue that keeps your joints stable. When you eat them, your body breaks this collagen down into amino acids like glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These act like construction workers that rebuild your cartilage, cushion your knees, and reinforce the tissues that hold your legs together. Here's the interesting part: as we age, we don't just lose muscle, we lose connective integrity. That means the glue holding our joints in place begins to dry out. It's like an old rubber band that no longer stretches smoothly. This is one reason so many older adults feel stiffness in the morning or swelling around their knees after walking. When collagen drops, small micro tears in your tendons or ligaments don't heal as fast. Your body's repair system slows down. But eating foods naturally high in collagen, like beef tendons, gives your body the exact raw materials it needs to rebuild. It's like restocking the toolbox your body has been missing for years. In modern nutrition, beef tendons are finally being recognized again. They're low in fat, rich in protein, and gentle on digestion when cooked properly. When simmered for several hours in soups, stews, or even pressure cookers, the tough fibers melt into soft, gelatin-rich strands. That gelatin is essentially liquid collagen, and when you eat it, your body converts it into the amino acids that strengthen your joints and keep your movements fluid. The benefits go beyond flexibility. The gelatin in beef tendons also improves circulation, which helps reduce inflammation and swelling around the knees and ankles. Better blood flow means more nutrients reaching your joints, speeding up recovery after walking or exercise. And if you struggle with leg swelling or water retention, the collagen peptides in tendons help repair tiny blood vessels, making it easier for your body to release trapped fluids. You don't need to eat tendons every day to see results. Just 2 or 3 servings per week can make a noticeable difference over time. The key is consistency. Collagen builds slowly, but steadily. Add sliced beef tendons to soups with vegetables, simmer them with bone broth, or even mix small pieces into rice porridge. The texture becomes soft and silky, and your body will thank you for it. And if you're someone who avoids red meat, remember tendon collagen is very different from regular beef fat or muscle protein. It's pure connective tissue, no cholesterol concerns when eaten moderately, and a far more effective way to replenish what your body loses with age. Every culture that valued longevity, from Japan to Vietnam to China, had its own version of tendon soup. Elders drank it weekly to stay mobile well into their 80s and 90s. Modern science is now confirming what those traditions already knew: collagen from tendons helps rebuild the very fibers that let you move with ease. So the next time you're making soup or stew, don't skip that humble, stringy cut of beef. Beneath its simple appearance lies one of the most potent joint-strengthening foods nature ever created. Because each spoonful, each bite of soft, collagen-rich tendon quietly strengthens the scaffolding that holds you upright. Now, let's move to number 7, a remedy your grandmother probably swore by, but that modern science is only now rediscovering: bone broth. It might sound simple, just water and bones simmered for hours, but inside that humble pot is a quiet miracle of nature. When bones are slowly cooked, they release a blend of collagen, gelatin, glycine, glucosamine, and chondroitin, the same compounds that cushion your joints, strengthen your cartilage, and keep your movements smooth and pain-free. Imagine what happens to a creaky door hinge when you add a drop of oil. It moves again, quietly, easily. That's exactly what bone broth does for your knees, hips, and ankles. It's nature's joint lubricant in liquid form. As a doctor, I've seen patients in their 70s and 80s who could barely walk up a flight of stairs regain their flexibility simply by adding 1 daily cup of homemade bone broth. The reason is beautifully simple. When you sip bone broth, the collagen in it breaks down into amino acids, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, which your body uses to rebuild cartilage, ligaments, and connective tissue. Over time, these nutrients reinforce the framework that keeps your joints stable and resilient. But there's more. Bone broth doesn't just restore, it protects. Chronic inflammation is one of the biggest culprits behind joint pain and swelling. The amino acid glycine acts as a natural anti-inflammatory, calming the immune response that leads to stiffness and fluid buildup. Meanwhile, glucosamine and chondroitin help repair worn-out cartilage, reducing that grinding feeling many seniors experience when they move. And here's something most people don't realize sometimes: what feels like joint pain is actually dehydration. As we age, the cartilage between our joints loses moisture and elasticity, making every step feel harder. Bone broth is deeply hydrating. The electrolytes, potassium, sodium, and magnesium, help replenish the fluids your tissues need, easing that dry, brittle sensation in your knees. Scientific studies back this up. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that collagen peptides can improve joint mobility and reduce pain within just 8 weeks of consistent use. Bone broth is one of the richest natural sources of those peptides, without the need for processed powders or pills. Now, how do you use it in real life? It's simpler than you think. Take a handful of bones, chicken, beef, or even fish, and simmer them gently for at least 6 to 8 hours. You'll notice the water turns golden and slightly sticky when it cools. That's the collagen. You can drink 1 warm cup in the morning like tea, or use it as a base for soups and stews. Just 1 cup a day can begin to make a difference. If you're not into cooking, you can find high-quality bone broth in health stores. Just look for slow-simmered or grass-fed on the label, and avoid those with added salt or preservatives. I often tell my patients, think of bone broth as comfort food for your joints. It's soothing, hydrating, and quietly therapeutic. On cold mornings, it warms your hands and your heart. On stiff days, it gives your knees what they've been missing: the raw material to glide instead of grind. So, before reaching for another pain pill, try reaching for a mug of this golden liquid. It may not look like modern medicine, but in many ways, it's better. because every sip delivers something your body instantly recognizes: the ancient building blocks of strength and mobility. This golden liquid comforts your soul and quietly heals your knees. Number 6. A small but mighty food that most people walk past in the grocery store without a second thought: sardines. Tiny, shiny, and often packed in a can, sardines might not look impressive. But when it comes to joint and leg health, they are one of nature's most concentrated sources of collagen, calcium, and healing fats, all packed into a single bite. In fact, I often tell my patients, don't underestimate these little fish. They carry the strength of the ocean. Let's start with what makes sardines unique. Unlike larger fish that are filleted and cleaned, sardines are usually eaten whole, bones, skin, and all. Those tiny edible bones are rich in type I collagen, the same structural protein that builds your tendons, ligaments, and skin elasticity. They're also loaded with calcium and phosphorus, the exact minerals your body needs to reinforce bone density and prevent brittleness. So every forkful of sardines is like delivering a mini repair kit straight to your joints and bones. But that's not all. Sardines are one of the richest natural sources of omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA, powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that protect your joints from swelling and fluid buildup. Chronic inflammation acts like rust inside your body. It erodes your cartilage, stiffens your joints, and slows your circulation. Omega-3s work like natural lubricants, cleaning out that internal rust and keeping your movements smooth and pain-free. Studies published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition have shown that omega-3s reduce inflammatory markers and improve joint comfort within just a few weeks. For seniors struggling with swollen knees or ankles, that can make the difference between walking comfortably and dreading every step. And here's another hidden gift of sardines: they are one of the best dietary sources of vitamin D, a vitamin that not only strengthens bones, but also boosts collagen synthesis. Most people think of vitamin D only in terms of sunlight or bone health, but it also helps your body produce enzymes that stabilize collagen fibers, keeping them strong and flexible. That's why people with vitamin D deficiency often experience aching joints or delayed recovery after exercise. The combination of collagen, calcium, and vitamin D inside sardines creates a perfect trio for rebuilding the lower body, especially your legs. The collagen supports tendons and ligaments, calcium fortifies the bones, and vitamin D helps tie them together so your structure remains strong and balanced. But sardines offer another quiet advantage: improved circulation. Omega-3s thin the blood slightly, helping nutrients and oxygen reach your muscles more efficiently. Better circulation means faster recovery, less swelling, and more energy for walking, climbing stairs, or even gardening. You don't need to eat sardines daily to reap their benefits. Just 3 to 4 servings per week are enough to support healthy joints and strong bones. Choose canned sardines packed in olive oil instead of refined vegetable oils. The olive oil adds extra anti-inflammatory protection and keeps the fish tender and flavorful. You can enjoy them in countless ways. Mash them with avocado and a squeeze of lemon for a quick, joint-loving lunch. Add them to salads or whole grain toast. Or mix them into a warm bowl of brown rice for a hearty, collagen-rich meal. If you're worried about the smell, remember, good quality sardines are surprisingly mild and fresh tasting, especially when paired with citrus or herbs. What you get in return is far more valuable than taste alone: stronger bones, smoother joints, and renewed vitality. Across Mediterranean cultures, sardines have long been called the poor man's superfood. Fishermen and elders would eat them daily, not knowing that modern science would one day confirm their wisdom. These small fish sustained generations who worked long hours on their feet, yet rarely suffered the joint problems so common today. So next time you open a can of sardines, don't just think of it as a snack. Think of it as a joint tonic, one that rebuilds you from within, nourishing the collagen that holds you upright, and the bones that carry you forward. Because these humble little fish pack the strength. Coming in at number 5 is one of the simplest, most convenient ways to bring collagen back into your life. Gelatin powder. Unlike beef tendons or bone broth, you don't have to spend hours simmering or cooking. Just a single scoop of this powder gives your body the same building blocks your joints have been craving for years. It's the modern shortcut to traditional collagen therapy, simple, effective, and perfect for anyone who wants results without the extra effort. Now, what exactly is gelatin in essence? Gelatin is collagen that's been partially broken down, making it easier for your body to absorb. It's made from the connective tissues of animals, the same source as bone broth, but transformed into a fine, flavorless powder. When you mix it into warm water, tea, or oatmeal, it dissolves completely and turns into a soft, nourishing gel once inside your body. Here's why that matters: collagen in its natural form is difficult for the body to digest. But gelatin, thanks to its unique processing, delivers the essential amino acids, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, in a form that your body can absorb quickly and send directly to your joints, skin, and tendons. These amino acids are like microscopic bricks that rebuild the walls of your connective tissue, restoring strength and elasticity. And the benefits don't stop at your joints. The same gelatin that repairs cartilage also supports gut health, an often overlooked factor in inflammation. A healthy gut lining helps reduce the inflammatory signals that cause swelling in your knees, ankles, and hands. When you calm your gut, you calm your joints. It's all connected. If you've ever experienced that dull ache after standing too long, or that morning stiffness that takes a few steps to loosen up, there's a good chance your body is running low on collagen fuel. Gelatin acts like a refill. It doesn't just mask the pain. It helps your body heal from the inside out. Clinical research supports this, too. Several studies have found that daily collagen or gelatin supplementation improves joint mobility and reduces pain in older adults within just 8-12 weeks. So, how can you add gelatin to your daily life? It's surprisingly easy. Start with 1 to 2 tablespoons per day, mix it into warm tea, coffee, or even your morning oatmeal. You can also add it to smoothies, yogurt, or soups. It's tasteless, dissolves completely, and blends with almost anything. The key is consistency. Collagen doesn't rebuild overnight. Your body needs a steady supply of amino acids every day to restore connective tissue. Think of it like saving money for retirement. Small deposits made daily add up to lasting strength and freedom. If you're choosing a gelatin powder, look for unflavored, grass-fed, or pasture-raised sources. These are purer and contain no artificial additives. Avoid dessert-style gelatin mixes full of sugar and coloring. Those don't offer the therapeutic benefits your body needs. Number 4, and I'm willing to bet this one will surprise you: chicken skin. Yes, the part most people peel off and throw away. For decades we were told to avoid it, that it was unhealthy or too fatty. But modern nutritional science tells a very different story. In truth, that crispy golden layer you've been avoiding is one of the most concentrated natural sources of collagen, especially type A stew collagen, the kind that builds and repairs joint cartilage. Let's pause here for a moment. When you bend your knees, twist your ankles, or climb a set of stairs, your joints rely on a thin, smooth layer of cartilage to glide effortlessly. Think of it like the shock absorbers in a car: flexible, resilient, and built to last. But as we age, that cartilage begins to thin and dry out. The result: painful grinding, stiffness, and swelling after even simple movements. That's where chicken skin comes in. It's rich in type E stew collagen and elastin, two structural proteins that help restore that lost cushion between your bones. Collagen rebuilds the cartilage itself, while elastin ensures it stays flexible and smooth, allowing your joints to bend without friction. It's a natural partnership, perfectly designed by nature. And here's the best part: when you roast or slow-cook chicken, the collagen in the skin gently breaks down into gelatin, which your body can easily absorb. Once digested, those amino acids travel to your joints, tendons, and ligaments, fueling regeneration at the cellular level. It's the same principle behind bone broth, but this time, it comes wrapped around one of the world's most comforting foods. Now, let's talk about another hidden benefit that few people realize: healthy fats. Chicken skin is rich in monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, the same heart-friendly kinds found in olive oil and avocados. These fats do two essential things for your body. They help reduce inflammation, calming swollen joints and sore knees. They help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, all critical for bone density, muscle function, and overall vitality. In other words, the fat in chicken skin actually helps your body use the nutrients that keep your joints young. Without it, many of those vitamins would simply pass through your system unused. So if you've been throwing away chicken skin out of habit, it might be time to see it in a new light, not as a guilty pleasure, but as a golden sheet of collagen and healing fats. Of course, moderation still matters. You don't need to eat fried skin from fast food, that's where the health risks lie. Here's a simple way to enjoy it: roast chicken thighs in the oven until the skin turns golden and slightly crisp. Add a squeeze of lemon, a dash of pepper, and maybe a sprinkle of herbs. The result: comfort food that doesn't just satisfy your cravings, it nourishes your joints from within. We're down to number 3, and this one is a real gem hiding in plain sight on your grocery shelf: canned salmon with bones. It's affordable, easy to store, and surprisingly one of the most powerful foods you can eat for your joints and bones. Most people think of salmon as just another source of protein, but when you buy it canned, with those tiny soft bones still inside, you get something far more valuable: the perfect combination of collagen and calcium, two of the most essential nutrients for strong legs and healthy joints. Let's start with the basics. Those soft, crumbly bones inside canned salmon aren't just safe to eat, they're one of the richest natural sources of bioavailable calcium. Unlike calcium supplements that sometimes pass through the body unabsorbed, the calcium in salmon bones comes in its natural form, bound to collagen and trace minerals. That makes it easier for your body to use, rebuilding the structure of your bones and reinforcing the cartilage that cushions your joints. And here's where it gets even better. Canned salmon also contains type I collagen, the same type found in your tendons, ligaments, and connective tissue. Every bite delivers amino acids that help repair microtears, strengthen flexibility, and support smooth movement. It's like sending a repair crew directly to your knees, hips, and ankles. But the magic doesn't stop there. Salmon is one of the few foods naturally rich in both omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D2 nutrients that work hand in hand to protect your joints. These nutrients create a synergy that strengthens not only your joints but also your entire skeletal foundation. That's why cultures with high fish consumption, like Japan, Norway, and parts of Alaska, have some of the lowest rates of osteoporosis and age-related joint degeneration in the world. Here's a simple way to enjoy it. Take 1 can of wild-caught salmon, mash it gently with a squeeze of lemon juice and a spoonful of Greek yogurt. Add a pinch of salt, maybe a little dill or chopped celery for crunch. In just a few minutes, you've made a joint-friendly lunch packed with collagen, calcium, omega-3s, and vitamin D, all in one bowl. It's light, creamy, and deeply nourishing. And the best part? You don't need to cook, blend, or boil anything. Just open, mix, and enjoy. I've seen older patients in my practice who swap their usual sandwiches or fried lunches for a salmon and yogurt mix a few times a week. Within a couple of months, they reported less stiffness, more balance, and even better posture. That's not coincidence. It's biology responding to the right fuel. Coming in at number 2, let's talk about one of nature's tiniest yet most powerful gifts: pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas. They may not contain collagen themselves, but what they do provide is just as important: the minerals your body needs to build and protect collagen naturally. Think of collagen like a bridge holding your joints, muscles, and bones together. Over time, that bridge weakens. But pumpkin seeds supply the raw materials, the nuts and bolts, to keep that bridge strong. The secret lies in 2 vital minerals, zinc and magnesium. Let's start with zinc. Zinc is like the spark that switches on your body's collagen factory. It activates the enzymes that link collagen fibers together, giving your tissues structure and strength. Without enough zinc, collagen strands stay loose and fragile, much like a rope that frays with every movement. Unfortunately, many seniors are zinc deficient, which can slow tissue repair and make joints feel stiffer. A small handful of pumpkin seeds each day can change that. Then there's magnesium, a quiet but essential mineral that works hand in hand with zinc. Magnesium relaxes your muscles, improves calcium absorption, and ensures new collagen forms properly. It keeps those newly built fibers elastic instead of brittle. When magnesium runs low, stiffness, cramping, and swelling become far more common, something most of us attribute to just getting older. But in reality, it's often nutritional. Beyond collagen support, pumpkin seeds are naturally anti-inflammatory. They're rich in plant compounds and antioxidants that help your body reduce swelling and release excess water, the reason your legs sometimes feel heavy or puffy by evening. They also contain healthy fats and vitamin E, which shield your collagen from oxidative stress, slowing down the rusting effect that breaks it down over time. And the best part? Pumpkin seeds are effortless to enjoy. Just eat a handful daily, or sprinkle them over salads, oatmeal, or yogurt. Toast them lightly for a warm, nutty flavor, or add them to smoothies for an invisible boost of joint protection. They may be small, but they carry a big message. Your body doesn't always need expensive supplements. Sometimes, it just needs the right minerals to remember how to heal itself. Small seeds, strong results, protecting your collagen from the inside out. Finally, we've reached number 1, and it's probably sitting right in your fridge: eggs, one of the simplest, most complete, and most affordable collagen-boosting foods on Earth. At first glance, eggs may seem ordinary. But inside that delicate shell is a perfect balance of nutrients designed to rebuild and protect your joints, muscles, and connective tissue. It's no exaggeration to call eggs the collagen catalyst. They help your body create collagen naturally, every single day. Let's start with the egg whites. They're rich in 2 amino acids, glycine and proline, the essential building blocks your body uses to form collagen. Think of collagen as a web that holds your body together. These amino acids are the threads that keep that web strong and flexible. Without enough of them, cartilage weakens, skin loses elasticity, and joints start to ache from simple movements. But the real magic lies in the yolk. For years, people feared yolks because of cholesterol, but modern science has shown the opposite. The yolk is where the power lives. It's loaded with biotin and sulfur, 2 nutrients your body needs to form healthy connective tissue. Biotin fuels the production of keratin and collagen, the very proteins that give your joints resilience and your skin its smoothness. Sulfur helps bond collagen fibers together, keeping them firm but flexible, like the springs in a well-made mattress. The yolk also delivers vitamin D and choline, 2 nutrients crucial for seniors. Vitamin D keeps bones strong and supports the enzymes that activate collagen formation. Meanwhile, choline helps muscles and nerves communicate smoothly, improving balance, coordination, and overall mobility. That's why people who eat eggs regularly often move with more stability and confidence. Their muscles and joints are literally speaking the same language. You don't need much, just 1 or 2 eggs a day. Scrambled, boiled, or poached. The form doesn't matter, but don't skip the yolk. That's where the collagen-activating nutrients live. So tomorrow morning, when you crack open an egg, remember this humble food isn't just breakfast. It's a small, daily investment in your strength, balance, and freedom. Every yolk fuels stronger joints and brighter mornings. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned today. Beef tendons, bone broth, sardines, gelatin, chicken skins, canned salmon, pumpkin seeds, and eggs, 8 humble foods that together create a powerful natural armor for your legs and joints. Each bite helps your body rebuild, protect, and renew itself from within. And here's the truth: your body may age, but your strength doesn't have to fade. Even after 60, 70, or 80, your body still listens, it still responds to care. When you feed it real, healing foods, it remembers how to move with balance and grace. Start small. You don't have to change everything overnight. Maybe begin with a warm cup of bone broth in the morning, or a handful of pumpkin seeds as an afternoon snack. Each small choice is a quiet investment in your future mobility and independence. Now, I'd love to hear from you backhand. Which of these 8 foods will you try first this week? Share it in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else to take that first step toward pain-free living. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe, like, and click the super thanks button. Your support helps us keep creating trusted, life-changing health content for seniors everywhere. Stay strong, stay mobile, and remember, every meal is a message to your body that you're not giving up on your freedom. Because when your legs stay strong, your life keeps moving forward.